I'd love to talk about your creative inspiration. It's what you do. It's so you, and yet very, very hard, I think, to define. And there's a great quote here, which you say, "If I see a trend, I do the opposite, modern or traditional. If something is beautiful, it'll always be beautiful. This is my motto." And I think you see that. I mean, you've got the Utopia sort of Mad Parrot collection and so many other things that are wildly different. And yet it does sort of have this unifying theme. But talk about your creative style and inspiration.
So my creative style, well, style is not random, but the inspiration is very random because it can come from anywhere and everywhere. And but I think the unifying thing is definitely that if I take a picture of a room, I want it to look good in 100 years' time. Because I think any design, whether it's modern or old or, however one wants to define it, if it's good design, it's got to be there to stay, right? So, modern design becomes classics when it's good design and it's there to stay and it doesn't date. And trends, come and go, and that's great too when we need that. But what I'm after is the stuff that stays. But the inspiration, I mean, just some examples. So Graham used to work with John Fowler of Colfax and Fowler, and they did a lot of work together. And John gave Graham a little piece of fabric, and it was printed in 1780s. And it looks super modern, but it depicts the immensely valuable diamond necklace that Marie Antoinette was trying to procure herself just before she had her head chopped off, and so it was almost as a newspaper in those days, printed. And so we've got the original piece of fabric, and that's
incredible.
How the Queen's necklace. Wallpapers come about, and Alexander Dumas, obviously, who wrote Three Musketeers, has written a book about it called The Queen's Necklace Affair. So it's a famous story, but it's rather wonderful having that original piece of fabric and then reproducing it. So it's quite nice to have. I mean, I don't look for stories when I eat, but the stories come with the inspiration, because if I see something, that something comes from somewhere normally, and it has a story behind it.